Hello. I feel like really tall in the frame on this one. I don't know. Hello and welcome. Wait, wrong show. I also didn't say it with enough gusto. How you guys doing? On the wrong tab. Alright. Well, might as well get started with what we're doing today. We're doing another GameCube. And I couldn't find a good picture online of a clear black GameCube. So I am just using a black one in the thumbnail. Maybe eventually I'll change it, or just for the next time, because if I haven't said it already, I have two of each color for the GameCube stuff. They added extreme green and some other colors after I bought these. So we have this clear black, the orange you saw last time, a clear purple, and a regular clear. And so there's two of each of those. So yeah, if you missed the orange one and you want it, or if you're worried you might miss this one, there'll be another one. And if this continues to be popular, then we will continue to do it for a while. I will do it, continue to do it for a while. Okay, let's go over what we got in stock while people are still coming in. We still have these two guys. This one from Monday. I keep hitting the camera with my bill. I still haven't touched the blue one from Monday. And then this one, wait, no, this one needs to ship out. That's probably shouldn't be in that spot. So this is, whoa, I am all sorts of on top of it today. This one is still available, and it has a yellow lens, and maybe that's the reason why it hasn't sold. I don't know. The DMG Game Boy Color just sold this morning, so if you're wanting that one, you missed out, and we have no other Game Boy Colors. Not currently. Then we still have these three Game Boy Pockets, the clear orange, the pink, and the really cute Pokemon one. And we still have some DMGs. We got the wood one, we got the Venusaur one, and we got the clear red with some white accents. And then we have the boxed Kirby GBA that there's some stuff on top of it, so we're going to leave it over there for now. But if there's anything that looked good, or you just want to check out what we got in stock, I have listings for everything. The link in the description down below. That will take you directly to the GameCube page. So, yeah. How you guys doing? If you want me to say your name in chat, or out loud, then say hi in chat or something. And, yeah, let's end this poll here. 15 votes on the poll. 80% of you said it was a good Nintendo Direct. I agree. Did anybody else have was it messing up for anybody? When I was watching it back, it was playing the audio for the WarioWare game, and it was showing Detective Pikachu. So I was like, that doesn't seem right. It's a little weird. I know there's a significant delay, but either y'all are just quiet today. Oh, there we got some. We got DJ Ames. Hello, Dad. We got Drybone Studios, DB Studios, and we got See That Gerbil, Ricardo. Hello. I'm sure I will get some more chats in here in a second. Wednesday is usually the quieter day, but yeah, GameCube is pretty cool. It's really awesome. I played a lot of GameCube on Sunday, so yeah, let's just get to it. I guess I don't really need to take these off. There's no screws underneath these covers, thankfully. But we'll just get started with the lttstore.com screwdriver. I'm also gonna turn this to auto. You stoked by any of the announcements? I've always wanted to try the Pikmin games, and I've been waiting to try and find the Wii copy. So I'm excited that they remastered 1 and 2, but honestly, I'm also kind of disappointed by it at the same time. Like, it doesn't look... Metroid Prime Remastered looks gorgeous, and the Pikmin remasters just look... I don't know, it looks better probably if you emulated it. I don't know, maybe not. But, and then like, Super Mario Bros. Wonder looks like another 2D Mario game to me. There's nothing that... I don't think there's anything besides like Pikmin 1 that I'm like, man, I want to pick up right now. Which is good for my wallet. Does this not have one? Or does it just not want to come out? We'll see. You definitely have to buy the Ganon Amiibo. Well, I need to actually finish the Zelda game before I'm going to buy anything Zelda. Ooh, this is cracked. That's nice. Oh, I'm gonna slide this out of here before I forget like last time. Ooh, that's dusty. Clean that off. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, we gotta change this. So we'll wait. We'll wait for more people to come in here. I have a feeling people will slowly roll in here. But this is actually slightly dusty, so I think we'll clean this up a little bit more. The last one was super clean. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why, other than it being yellowed, why was it in that set of broken GameCubes? I have no idea. RPG looks cool because I never played it as a kid. Yeah, that's another one of those things where it's like, I don't know, never played it, so I don't really have interest in it. Everybody seems super hyped about it, but also not an RPG guy. Mario Wonder looks great because it's a well-needed break from the new Mario games. Is it that different though? Not trying to be mean, but like, I don't know, it just looks... I was surprised that they didn't call it New Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm just glad that they dropped the new because that naming scheme is dumb. To me, it just looks like there's a new gimmick for Mario. Man, it is really annoying that it focuses on the hand. I guess I could, here, I'll do this. I will actually set it to manual focus today. So menu. Oh, wrong one. Menu. You get to see it upside down now. This is a little hard to do upside down. There we go. Okay. And then we can set, do a F9 here. No idea what ISO we're gonna be at right now, but now we should be more in focus everywhere, and it shouldn't go crazy trying to focus on this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we need DLC for Mario Party Superstars. Superstars is really good. Still one of the better Mario Parties. But, yeah, there was not much for boards on it. It needs more. Also, is the Mario Kart DLC, Wave 5, is that just 3 characters and 1 new map? Because that seems really lame. At least do like 2 or 3 maps. It does not take that much to add a character that you already have 3D models for. It's not like these characters haven't made appearances in other Switch games. We can't see the LTT brand anymore. RIP. You can make it out. It's also just hard to see it with the light not. It's above the light. If Linus wants the branding to be in focus, then he's got to put me on more time in the WAN shell. No, the wave 5 is going to be 2 cups. They just show. Okay. It better be. But also, why wouldn't you just show the maps? I feel like the characters could have been something they showed while they were showing the maps. I don't know. But yeah, it was a cool direct. I think it was a pretty good direct. But it's like, I haven't played Detective Pikachu yet. I saw the movie, but I haven't played the game. So, kind of excited for the sequel. I really liked Scarlet and Violet. But the DLC, I'm just like, I don't know, maybe once we see more of it, I'll get more excited, but I wasn't like, oh, let's go, kind of thing. Man, that's got some nasty dust in there. Hey, Mikey, you're on a different account. And now you know why I'm not responding to your latest snap. You're gonna wait and bring my work productivity down. You're distracting me while I'm working. They did the same thing with the last wave. Started by showing Yoshi's Island and waited to show the rest. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I paid good money for that DLC, but I didn't. I just have the subscription. I guess technically I have paid good money for it. I had to wait 5 minutes after subscribing. You could subscribe anytime. Why don't you just swap accounts then, Mikey? There it is. I corrected you before you said anything. Okay. Get these last 4 little screws. And chat, if you're unaware, this Michael in here is he's the one whose GameCube was really gross in the tutorial video that I did on this, which should be linked in the description. I hope. Might not be. Okay. Oh. Drop my bit. Can I get your 2 cents on the new Bethesda Starfield game? I don't really care, if I'm being honest. It's just, I don't know. I'm not an open-ended, do whatever you want kind of gamer. I need structure, so it doesn't look very structured. That is my 2 cents. If you want more sense, then hey, give me $5 a month. Never mind. Can't wait to get my GameCube from DK Oldies. I'm already going above and beyond compared to DK Oldies. One v one me. Are you upset now that I said I don't like Starfield? Is that what got you to speak up, DC? I don't have an opinion on Zelda games, really. I need to finish a Zelda game before I can give an opinion. The farthest I've gotten into a Zelda game was Breath of the Wild, but I wouldn't say I'm equally as far into Ocarina of Time now, but I don't know. I don't know how deep I am into Ocarina of Time. I'm at Death Mounted apparently for the first time because I was talking to my friend on Sunday about it, and he's like, the first or the second time, or as young Link or as old Link. I was like, what? There's an older Link? I'm sure that you revisit a lot of these places in the very small, limited game. But, okay. Whew. Some lines of dust there. Can you tell where the heat sink was? I also learned something new today. You're supposed to clean the heat sink on your refrigerator twice a year. I don't think we've ever done that as long as I've been alive. Not to make fun of my parents or anything, but I've just never heard anyone say that that's something you have to do. I'll put that over there for now while we... Yeah, we'll just keep tearing this down. Just do a quick... A lot of dust in this one. I like the other one better where there was no dust. Gotta use the iFixit kit. A year? You're supposed to clean the heat sink on the refrigerator that's underneath it. I saw it on TikTok today, and she's like, honestly, it's been a year, and it was like caked in dust. So I was like, what? So, yeah. Because it gets caked in dust, and so it doesn't cool as much, because Your refrigerator produces heat so it can be cold. And if it can't cool itself, then it's going to waste more energy trying to cool itself. And she said that you can save. Now, this is a number I'm probably pulling out of my butt, but I feel like she said $350. I'm assuming a year on electricity. But even that seems a little high, though. I don't know. I'm assuming that it probably helps save some money on electricity, because it takes a lot of power to run a refrigerator. Yeah, it always fascinates me when the people go around to like the multi-story houses where they have the dryers up on the second floor, and they have the really long tube for the dryer, and they just clean out so much lint. It's such a bad fire hazard. Okay, now we're gonna wiggle this back and forth. It still does not want to come up. I don't know how long your drive is, but you will probably beat me. There we go. Which I should mention is very important to wiggle this back and forth. Back and forth. Don't just rip it out, because you can actually rip out or just damage it without even seeing the damage, these chips, because this stuff is like glue. Not like, it's like glue. It's not actually glue. It's just very strong. Anyways. Now we can lift this up, baby. See, look how clean that is under there, where the dust can't reach it. Man. Put that off to the side. DK Oldie sells good stuff for an outrageous price. I'm not even going to be bothered by that, because that promotion, I don't think anybody's actually going to buy it. But I would see. I don't know. I don't have any skin in the game, and I'm not going to dogpile on like everybody else is. I guess I do have skin in the game technically, but we still kind of have differing business models, because they don't do any modding. But if they did start modding things, then I would probably buy one of their products to see how good it is. But I don't think they have high quality stuff. So. Hello, Remy. Hey, what's up? I'm full. I just ate. I'm going to be in a food coma later. Will you fall asleep before I finish? Are you saying half the fun is that I don't know how long it's going to take you to drive home, Mr. DC? But if you're on the road now, you better not answer. Okay. Look at all that dust, dude. That's disgusting. We're on manual focus today, so look at that. That's gross. Gross. Man. Zoom back out now. Okay. I'm trying to push the rubber feet out. Dang it. I'm going to start with okay, we will take out this port. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Okay, now we just gotta get these rubber feet out. There we go. Cool. Why was that harder on the last one? I didn't even use the inside, really. Whatever. These are gross. We'll clean off these feet real quick. It's just like, I don't understand, like, unless there's companies that just don't, wrong toothbrush. Unless there's people that just don't take their stuff apart. Like, if I'm working on a console, I'm going to clean everything because I don't want, like, to touch all the gross stuff. I'm not, like, so bad that I wear gloves while I'm working on consoles. I don't get that. Like, I understand, but, like, at the same time, it's very hard to, like, pick at small things when you have rubber gloves on. Thinking of spray painting my PS1 and modding it. Any tips? I would do some practice on another console before you do a home console. Or before you do a PS1 mod, because all the PS1 mods that I know of are pretty solder intensive, unless you've done a lot of soldering in the past. It's more of a, I don't know if it's qualified as a micro soldering, but it's definitely a tinier solder job. But I would do some solder practice before you get there. The spray painting, if you just want to tinker and tear things apart, get a feel for the inside of it, then go ahead and do that. Spray painting consoles is fun. Just make sure you tear it down completely and wash the plastic before you spray paint it. There's a lot of dust on this one. One more pass with the toothbrush here. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. I'm happy with that. I don't know. GameCube's besides the Switch, the GameCube is my favorite home console. So switching it up felt nice. And it's like you spend over a year modding Game Boys multiple times a week. Switching it up is nice. So doing this to switch it up is nice. Let's do this real quick. Actually, no. Hold that thought. We're gonna put together the bottom half, and once we get to the soldering part, then I'll do this. Which, since we've kind of cleaned up almost every dusty bit, I'm gonna wipe down my area because I touched it and I'm like, that is dusty. All the dust is flown off onto here. There we go. Much cleaner. Still not great, but it's time for a wash with this one. Was my message too long? Did I skip it? There's been a lot more chats since then. Here. Will you ever mod any more Game Boy Advances for sale in the near future? Contemplating getting an analog pocket or just buying a GBA from your website when you have more options in stock? Yes. I probably... Here. I will do Game Boy Advances. Game Boy Advances are usually faster, so I like to do them on Mondays, but we're completely out on Game Boy Colors. I have plans to work on that light up button one that I struggled with. I have plans to make that off stream, finish that off stream over the weekend. So next week there will be some new options. But yes, I do plan on doing it. Hey Jake, what dream console from back in the day would you like to own brand new in box? See, that's the thing, is like, if I was gonna get something brand new in box, I would want to I'd want to open it. But I think right now I'd like to open an original Game Boy unboxed one. Okay, which one thing, if you didn't know about these shells, is no matter what model you have, they give you the back plate for the 101. So that's the only difference in the shell, as far as I'm aware, is the back plates. But we're still rocking with the 001, so this one, I don't know what is gonna happen with those. I have no idea. Okay, and then these will go on later. Here we can put the rubber feet in. So we'll just go boop, and we'll go boop. And then we can put, no, this goes over here. And then this one does go over here. There we go. Is there any more? I don't think so. I think it's just these. I don't remember how they go in. Like that. Okay. And this one's over here. And this one goes over here. Alright. Cool. Then this one. Wait, no. Power supply first. Is there a metal casing for this? There is. I don't know if that yellow piece goes over or under it. I don't think it really matters though. now we can put the power supply down. Okay. That is the cooling fan that I was cleaning earlier. I've never used a soldering iron. Can it be dangerous to use? If you think 300 degrees Celsius metal rod is dangerous, then yeah, I would consider it dangerous. I really want to do the HDMI mod, but I can never find it in stock. Yeah, and honestly, unless you're like really set on it being internal, you don't want any adapters. These things that I sell in conjunction with them, this is an add-on if you want it. These I can't think. These are the same thing. They're just external instead of internal, and it does not require anything. It's plug and play. It's not even external power needed, which is nice. So I recommend the Kaiko. That's why I have it in the store. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't like it. Why are you not going down? There we go. Okay. Now we can do these before I forget. I can I was gonna ask for the videos you make, what camera do I use? This one is the EOS R5 from Canon, and then my other camera is just the EOS R. I recently upgraded to this one, which is nice. Mainly just because I can do 120 FPS on this one, so I have silky smooth B-roll, and I love it. But if it weren't for 120 FPS, I probably would have just grabbed a second EOS R to save a lot of money, because I haven't noticed a huge difference in quality other than more pixels and more options, but I still shoot in 1080. I'll shoot in 4K on the top down for main set videos, just so I can have more zooming. But yeah, my camera is definitely overkill for where I'm at in YouTube, but at the same time, I wanted to buy a camera that would last me a long time. So, okay, let's put this down. And my dad would say, "You're a lousy board," because I said, "Put this down." Anyways, that's my dad's jokes for you. And I'm going to swap the plastics on this real quick. Same with Eon. Yeah, the Eon adapter is just the same, just external, but it's a lot more expensive. A lot more expensive. And this one only needs to plug into the one port. But I think the Eon, doesn't that give you two outs? I don't know. Is the DOL001 is the better model for sure? Yes, exactly the same as me. The my first GameCube, my first console was a 101 in black. It was the Mario Party 7 bundle. Okay. This is not in focus, and also it's gonna be really hard to get clearly, so it's somewhat in focus. But yeah, this one's just gonna be tough to show on camera. How did that get stuck in there? If you were trying to do the shell swap yourself and are trying to follow along at some point now or in the future, kind of just, I would just look at how the these memory card slot covers look when you take it off, and it's the way you take it apart is just exactly how you would put it together. It's pretty straightforward. But the first time I did it, I was like, they didn't really give you instructions on how to do it. Okay, I'm going to clean up all of the, no, I'll do the thermal pad cleaning after we solder here. I didn't even plug in my iron. Well, at least I never plug it in until I'm ready, but it's not even plugged into the wall. Okay. Did you ever own a backwards compatible PS3? I currently do. I didn't have the PS3 when I was when it was new though. I was a wee kid, and then I got the 360. Kind of late into the cycle though. I think in the modding world they call themselves, I think they call them Frankensteins. I want a modded one. Call them Frankensteins, huh? I modded mine, but just like the regular soft mod that you can do with like every other PS3. So I'm pulling up the instructions on my phone because I have not done this enough to know. And the instructions are screenshots from my video. And I'm now realizing I didn't even grab a kit, so why am I turning on the soldering iron? Anyways, I'm going to put this off to the side. We'll start with this. Because we need to do the battery swap. Love the channel, man. Just found out about you a few weeks ago and went down the rabbit hole of videos. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Let's see. Okay. Got the mod kit and got the battery holder. I feel like a 2025 would be a better battery holder. I know it would be a smaller battery life, but I'll show you in a minute what I mean. Because it is not the best. There's not a ton of room. So what we're going to do here is while this way heats up, we're going to get a good grip. I'm also going to put my finger down here and just pull it down while we're heating up the solder. If you want to pull it down a little nicer than the first one, probably be better. And I'm actually going to zoom in so you guys can see this. Probably already was pretty in focus there. I'm going to add some solder here. Just so we can remove it. Because it'll be easier to clean it up. Man, it would be nice if this was flat and level. It would be really nice if that were flat and level. Okay, now we should be able to stick this through there. Which we can see on here that it's labeled positive and negative side, and the top tab is the positive, so this far one is going to be the positive, and the one that's more centered is the negative. So we can stick it through like that, but it's going to be a little hard to see. The pins don't quite line up there. Also, the size of the battery is just a little too small. I'm also going to take the soldering iron out of my hand before I burn myself. What's up, Rux? Yeah, pro tip, don't get the 2032 battery holder. But I also couldn't tell you if the 2025 is going to be any better. Okay, I did not struggle this much last time. There we go. Okay. See, now we're in, but not very far. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get some flux and some solder on the tip. Nice glob of solder on the tip. And we're going to try and pinch that up as much as we can. And get it soldered down. And then this side we can just get the solder going. Normal way. And then that should be pretty locked in there on both sides, but it's going to be at a slight angle. Don't worry, it still fits in there. It just doesn't look as pretty, but now in the future it'll only take you, I think you could slide it in with the thing on still. I think you can slide the batteries in and out with this cover on still. might be a little tough. So 6 screws and you're in. I also just got flux on my finger and then on the battery. So, okay, that's nice. Clean up the flux a little bit there. Wipe the battery down. Okay. Now we can slide that battery in there. Probably should put it positive side up. There we go. And we are locked and loaded. Should be able to slide this in like so. Right? I had it backwards. I had it upside down earlier. But I still think it would be a little tough to slide that in now. Caught someone using another company's name for a job posting and ended up getting the director of HR to message me directly about the job and thank me for letting them know about the other posts. Nice. Or was it a test? A cybersecurity test? Okay. Now, you drag this over here. Throw that on the floor. And I think before I forget, I'm gonna put this filter on the new shell. I believe goes on the side. Maybe. I am done. Oh wow, we're still super zoomed in. I apologize. Maybe it's like this. There we go. Okay. It looks a little silly when you can see it through the plastic. Oh well. Okay. Let's do the soldering. I don't know why I put this out here, because we're still not there yet. We want to get all this stuff out. Hey, it could have been. It was a remote junior thread analysis position. It's just the theory. Okay, I'm gonna try a negative. I'm gonna try soldering to a negative on a different, on a higher negative pad, a higher ground pad for this one. I don't think it will matter, but that way we can actually slot this into position. Because last time, if you weren't here, I couldn't slide this in because we were soldered to the ground, and that is a very tight fit. Okay, so we can solder to these grounds down here. I think I might just leave this in its spot. It seems to not want to move around still, so. And it'll actually give me some, actually, you know what, maybe not. Okay, we're leaving it in. It's pretty in there. Alright. So, we want to solder to, let's see, what wire are we feeling first? Let's go with green. Let's go with green. Green is GP4. GP4. That is on this side, closest to me. And we can stick it through that hole. Like that. Cool. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. How about that? Okay. And get the flux on hand. I think I'm going to try and just loop them through all the holes real quick. Now, I'm not sure if I should say she referred me to the job or just say I found it on their company site. I'd say that was a referral. Periwinkle? I don't know what that means. Alright, GP5. The bluish purple one. Okay. Right next door neighbor. Okay. I guess since we're here, we can hit the ground up there. Might as well. I feel like all the grounds connect. And then next to it, we've got GP 6 and 7. So this one we do need to connect over the multiple. Okay, we'll do all of those at the same time. Okay. So with the 6 and 7, it's a little tougher because we have to bridge the two. Or maybe not. But pretty much if you just solder one and have the wire near the other one. I don't want to burn myself here. You just have the solder close enough, or the wire close enough to two solder globs, it'll probably bridge itself if you use a lot of solder. I don't like doing manual focus. I don't like pulling focus. Okay, then on the other side, we've got red, which is the 3v3, the 3 volt line. And we can just solder it as it's falling down. Cool. We are done with the Pico boot side. And I am all of a sudden realizing I don't have an SD card ready to test this out. Awesome. I don't know. I think I can set it up for Mac. Does anyone want to let me know if I can set it up from the Mac? I just won't have any games to play. I might run to my computer later to set it up. Okay. Now, I can move all this over. Am I covering anything up? No. And we can pull focus. There we go. So we're going to be focusing on soldering over in this area. I got more flux on my fingers. I do need an SD card. I have SD cards behind me, and I planned on just loading them up all with the same test SD card. So I need to do the firmware anyways. But I haven't done that yet. Okay. Next picture. Start with the green. We started with green last time, so that is the third one from the left. And then the yellow one is the next one. Oh, which is the second. Freak. Don't drop your soldering iron. Holy crap. Whoo! Anybody else's heart beating? Something got snagged on the wire. Oh, while I was adjusting. That scared me. Then we got a bunch of whoo! It landed right on one of the plastic bags, so it smells like burnt plastic in here. Oh, let's just take a second to breathe. I didn't burn myself, which is a positive. How you guys doing? I don't think I've ever done that before. I know I've dropped it before, like once, but not like that. I definitely felt heat hit my hand, but there's no burn or anything. It's good. I was looking away to do it again. Yeah, I'm good. Personally. Please don't burn house or you. Deep thoughts by my father. I'm glad the house came first. Okay. I think it got caught on the GameCube. I think when I set down the top half of the old GameCube, I set it down on the wire, and when I went to like adjust like that, I didn't. Okay. Which one is it? Second from the left. Yeah. It smells like burnt plastic. It's weird. I think I'm just going to trim the end of this wire a little shorter. Are you okay? I think my dad is having a stroke. Okay. That should be good enough. Let's do the ground. Ground is safe. Okay. I think this needs a little extra solder. So. Okay, maybe we can get this to work now. This was not that hard last time. I think I'm just gonna heat up the I know it's probably not the best idea right now, but I think I'm gonna turn up the heat on the soldering iron. Yeah, there we go. I believe we're bridged now. We're good. Please, oh, please came first. Then don't, then burn, then okay, so there's more things in front of me. Also, sorry DC, there was a little bit of a commotion going on. I missed you came back. 40, somewhere between 40 minutes and an hour. I don't remember what time you popped in, but we're an hour and 8 minutes into the stream right now. Okay, next is red. Let's do red. Actually, no, let's do purple. Yeah, the smell of burnt plastic, not that good of a smell, gotta be honest. Of all the smells, burnt plastic, down on the list. Okay, and the red one's the third one in here. Look how easy those were. Okay, we're gonna set this down. We're done soldering. No more today. Good thing today is an edit day. Woo! Yeah, that's a story. I don't know if I've told that on stream. Even if I have, it's a good one to retell. Gosh, how long ago was it? That was pre-Opal, so uh, my sister, we were barbecuing outside one summer, and me and Samantha, my dad, and I believe Will, my brother-in-law, we're all outside while my dad's barbecuing, but his back was to the barbecue, looking at us because we're talking, and I think he was talking to Will or something. I don't know. Distracted, and Samantha's all, "Dad, grill's on fire." Super calm, super quiet, just, "Dad, grill's on fire. Grill's on fire." Says it multiple times, super quietly. And then I think, I spoke up and said, "Hey, the grill's on fire." Or eventually she finally said it loud enough when the fire was ablaze. Everything ended up being alright, but my sister is a very calm, cool, and collected person. Apparently. In another life, she's a bomb diffuser. She's part of the bomb squad. Was Mom out there? I thought she was like inside. And I know if we're all out there. I never think to zoom out. My bad. Are we in focus? We still focus on the board? Should be. Okay. Man, this gloopiness is awesome. Love thermal paste when it just smudges everywhere. It's like I'm working with Clay, whoever he is, Clay Aiken maybe. That'll be fun to clean up later. Might be time that I give my mat another deep clean. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna wipe this down. Then I'll wipe my fingies down. I might have to go actually wash my hands. We'll see. Okay. Ooh. That's got some dirt on it. Okay. Now we can put the... Oh, that's easier to peel off. This must be the end of it. This one is not as easy to peel. Wonder how easy these will be to peel off in the next 20 years. Light pipes on fire. Dang it. Oh yeah, capped on tape. You know, to protect against fires. So, oh, what's his name? I'm completely blanking now. Oh, okay, yeah, so Smokey the Bear tells us that only you can prevent forest fires, but who can prevent house fires? And also, would that count as an electrical fire, or would that count as some other type of, like, a plastic burn and fire? Because it does come from soldering, which is electrical. This one you actually want to do the whole cross screwing thing. Be very careful. Don't do it too tight, but don't do it too loose. You want it to make a solid amount of contact to those thermal pads, but you want it to be even, and you don't want to accidentally press it too hard against the board and break one of those chips. So once it gets tight, don't force it. And go for opposite corners before you go for the middle ones. And I even like to not do it all the way and then swap to the next screw and then finish that one. And then go back. Okay. He says only you can prevent wildfires. Huh. Well, when I was a young lad, he said only you can prevent forest fires. I didn't know that they made the change to wildfires. Okay. Now, we should be able to put the disk drive on top. Right? Am I right? Double checking, looking around. I think we're good. Cool. Now a lot of screw noises, a lot of ratcheting is going to happen for the next 10 to 15. I apologize. We'll get through it as a people. Yes, I do know that he says, no, I am your father. I want to know who started the whole Luke thing. Who baited all of us. Speaking of which, I don't think I ever officially said Happy Father's Day, Dad. I'm not going to say it now, but Happy Father's Day. Because he was gone, selfishly, most of Father's Day. Well, they were in Hawaii. I mean, they were traveling back from Hawaii. Plus, I gave him his Father's Day present before he left. Which was a barbecue daddy, by the way. The barbecue daddy's pretty cool. It works very well. Okay. And then I believe there's still one more that can be covered up by that fan stuff, which is this one. So we'll do that. Then we can install the fan. Also, just giving up on having a nice, clean black shaft there, because it's it just gets scratched up so easily. Sucks. Cool. Now I just don't know what to do with all the excess wire. Probably just shove it behind. Okay. We should be good there. But I'll probably have to adjust it several times before we actually close it up. Alright, she already gave my name to a recruiter as having reached out to her on LinkedIn, so I was technically referred to the position by the head of hiring. That is nice. But at that point, if they're the head of hiring, do you need a referral? Who referred you? You did. Oh. That's either... I feel like that's just like an automatic in. My forearm is burning from all of the screws here. Yes, this is the Pico Boot mod. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we're done with those for a moment. So I guess we'll still use a ratcheting screwdriver for these tiny ones. Oh, do we really need these pieces? I don't know. Okay. The magnet on this screwdriver is insane. Need that piece. What is this piece even for? I genuinely don't know. Is AliExpress a good place to get a mod? It's a great place to get a cheap mod if you don't mind waiting a long time. Obviously, depending on where you live, it'll vary, but it'll take, most of the time, it'll take about a month to get to you. But with another potential importing labor shortage with the strike, it might take longer. I don't know if they've resolved the strike or not. I'll let you know after the Philly D show or whenever Philip Franco talks about it. Yeah. The Port of Los Angeles is going on, or is gonna be on, or is planning on going on strike. So that might affect us buying mods. Okay. I think that is plugged in all the way. So we can do that. And we can flip it around, and where's the back half? There it is. Yes, as long as you have one, it allows you to back up or boot from an external storage medium. Okay. But I don't seem to have a one of those. Oh, pro tip. Pro tip. Learned this the hard way on Saturday. Yeah. So when you're putting this on, which at this point, if you are following along, if you haven't put your vent thing in, do that. But even if you're not using a new shell, if you're using an original shell, do this. Open it up. Then put it on top. Make sure all your wires are out of the way. Shove everything down. Then you can close it, and we're good. Because there is, well, it's all covered up now, but there's that little switch that I cleaned earlier that is right around here on the board. And that is the switch to let the GameCube know that the lid is closed so the disc can spin. And you have a high chance of breaking that switch if you put the top on closed. So, yeah, that was a fun discovery of mine over the weekend. and they are like 15 to 30 bucks to replace, so you don't really want to break it. Also, the good news of that is if you do break it, Video Game Restoration, I call him VGR, he just made a little prototype board that has a magnetic sensor for it. So you put a little magnet on the tab that pushes those sensors down, and then the replacement board just has a magnet sensor, so it'll sense when the magnet is touching it, and then that way it'll replace it, and it'll be harder for it to break and cheaper to reproduce if you do break it. So that's really cool, and he's sending me some prototypes. So I'll probably make a short on that pretty soon because I have a couple broken sensors. Okay. So, and then here, the jewel is not here. So, what we gotta do is the jewel comes separately. I'm pretty sure it's because they use the same mold for like all of these parts, and they did want to keep the logo jewel, so they have it in a different mold. They just don't apply it in the factory, which I think is a little odd. Plus, it's probably easier to hide the branding from customs, so your package doesn't get taken from customs. And then we can put the double-sided sticker on the back side and make sure it is the back side. And we can peel that up. And very carefully place that down. And then we're good. Pretty straight to me. I need to go put Pico Boot on an SD card really quick. So I will be right back. Don't change that dial or touch that dial. Anyways. I'll be back. Okay. So, This will come, if you want to buy this, this will come with a 32 gigabyte, very basic SD card, but it is plenty fast because GameCube games are very small and the disk drive is not very fast, so it has plenty of speed to match all of that. And there we go. Most of these will come with this pre-installed, like so. It goes into the serial port 2, and this side faces the inside. It says it right on there, so if you ever take it out for any reason, and if it doesn't work after you take it out, you might have it backwards. I also didn't screw this together. What type of shell is this? This is the this is from AliExpress listing. I believe I have it linked down below. A bunch of other people are selling this shell for a lot more in the US. Like, I think actually Handheld Legend has a reasonable price, but it's still like 40-50 bucks in from AliExpress. And I think they have it at 60. But then I think it's Castlemania games. They have it for like 120, and they might have a different mold, but I'm pretty sure it's just these exact same shells. And I think $120 is a lot of money. If they're just buying it from the same people I'm buying it from, then man, that's a ripoff. That's 3x. So yeah, no, if your shell's good, then keep it. Just a lot of these shells are scratched up and yellowed and stuff, so. Okay, there we go. Now we're all good. Unfortunately, it does not come with stickers for right here, or a sticker. I guess there's two stuff. The barcode sticker and all that. But just like last time, this will be offered if you're interested. Oh, this is a different one from last time. Oh well. If you want an HDMI adapter, this is an HDMI upscaler, and this is an add-on that actually sells cheaper than Bitfunks, or this is just Bitfunks branded. You gotta be careful how you say that. This is just their branding, but from Kaiko, the people who actually make this, and not just resell it, they sell it for $65 on their website, and I sell it for $60 as an add-on. So yeah, this will not come with this. It'll come with a basic AV cable, but if you want the HDMI adapter, then grab this. Okay, and we got that. And actually, we'll hold off on that for a second. It also comes with a state-of-the-art third-party power cable. I don't know if I can actually call it state-of-the-art, but it is a third-party power cable. It is a little tough to plug in, but it just means it's going to be harder to rip it out, so we'll call that a positive. And then I'm going to grab a GameCube controller. GameCube controllers are not included. It's about the only thing I don't include. If you didn't catch that, I don't include GameCube controllers, mainly because it would be a lot more money and extra work to make a matching controller and all that, and there's so many different controller colors that and variants that people would rather have, blah blah blah. So I just decided to omit that. Plus, it's like, would you rather have a cheap third-party one? Would you rather have a real one, may have more money? It costs more money, all that stuff. So yeah. And then we're gonna swap to my face so you can see something instead of just black for a second. And I will plug in the GameCube into the HDMI adapter, and we'll flip over to this, and this is concerning. Pico Boot is glowing, and the fan is spinning. Wait, hold on. No. I am confused. Properties, maybe? No, that's not right. Huh. Okay. Try this again. It was a pretty dusty GameCube. So, oh yeah, that's dusty in that port. Really? I just want to know, is it this? Maybe you'll take this out. Okay. Is it actually reading the SD card? So I take out the SD card and it shows up. Maybe I just need to reseat the SD card. Because it did feel a little funky when I plugged that in. Maybe this needs to be cleaned. There we go. Woo! Wait, no, not everybody. Don't celebrate. Why is this not? It should be booting in the Pico boot. Is it because I have the wrong ground soldered? I'm gonna try the other adapter. I'm gonna try the memory card adapter real quick. If I can remember where I put it. I believe this is the box full of them up here. Let's just do this. Yeah. Whoa, I have one opened somewhere. Says something about setting the time and date. Yeah, because we swapped the battery on it. I guess I don't think that would matter. If it doesn't work, if this doesn't work, then we'll try that. So, put this SD card in this thing. This is what you do for DL 101s. There we go. So maybe the bottom port just needs to be cleaned, because again, dust. But there we go. We are. I need to turn on my controller. We are in Pico Boot. Keep in mind, my capture card is trash, and my it's delayed, and it capped at 30 frames per second, and just not. It's not good overall. So things are going to be a little laggy, and things are going to be a little stuttery. That is not the GameCube. If you want to see proof, I've got my tutorial on how to back up your games that you'll see in the QR code that's included in the package, and you will also see it running well in the tutorial for Pico Boot. So, but when you open this up, and it should boot like this when you get it, you can go into games, and there'll actually be nothing there. But on here, it says Super Mario Strikers in the photo, but in the lettering next to it is GCTE51, which is the code name for Strikers. I believe that's what the code name is. But if you want to go back, you don't hit B, you hit the dots. If you want to back up your games, you go to Clean Rip here, and pretty much just press A until it starts backing it up. It'll take about 30 minutes, but you'll back up your own games. And if you just want to play off your disc, as you saw earlier, it's in Japanese, and it says, hey man, there's no disc in there. We can't read the disc because GameCubes are region locked. But if you hit B to pop up onto that bottom menu, you see that little eject button on the far left. You've got SD card, you've got DVD, and system. That's the little chip that we I soldered to. I'm gonna catch myself every time I say we now. That I soldered to. We if you're doing this at home. But we're gonna want to go to the DVD section, and then we can boot up one of Sega's best games of all time, Crazy Taxi. And you just click that. Click A. Add any cheats if you want to. No, it should automatically do it. I've never had to change any settings. Plus, I made a folder on my laptop, on my computer, so I could just copy and paste, just drag and drop all the files I need for the SD card. And last time I didn't. I've never had to do anything like that. I think it just needs to be cleaned because it's not reading it. I know there's a setting in CleanRip to change, but it'll ask you every time what slot the SD card's in. But here we go. Since we're in here, actually, I'm going to take a picture of... actually, I'm going to end it real quick. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take a picture of this and list it. If you were looking for this GameCube, if you're wanting to buy it, I'm going to have it listed up just in a second. There's the top link, I believe, in the description if you want to grab it. And I'm actually going to draft the Spice Orange modded GameCube for a second. And since I don't have the top down on, I can use my phone freely here. And we're going to go clear black, and we're just going to reuse this listing because I'm probably only ever going to have one of these up at a time. And then we're going to delete all these pictures. And I also don't, I'm redoing the reusing the exact same listing because I don't know if it's going to I don't know if it's going to do the same add-in thing as last time. Okay, not the best picture, but you get the point. So, if you're wanting that HDMI adapter, the Kaiko one, which is an upscaler, and it's going to do the exact same thing as if I did the internal HDMI mod. It just sticks out a little bit. It will ask you if you want that after you add it to cart before you check out. And it is now officially listed for sale. So yeah. So to play us out here, I'm going to play some Crazy Taxi. Okay, now what? Maybe it just does. I don't think that really mattered, but I didn't have my my Wavebird plugged in. Either way, I'm going to go in here and we can change the time and date. I don't think that's preventing anything right now. Oof. I think it's this. Yeah, it's this one. What year? 2031. We're in 2031 apparently. 2023. Wait. Okay, no. It is year, day, month in Japan. Okay, so it's June 21st. Too far. And it is not 9/16. It is 14. Had to do the math there. Plus 2. 1409 and some change, but I'm not going to wait for the time to change. Okay. Time and day is set. And what? It won't let me in here. Okay. We'll reset. Maybe resetting doesn't work. Now it's just dark. What is going on? Okay, what does that say, Rux? I'll get out my Google Translate here. Because if it says something about time and date, could not read disk. Okay. Cool. Because I'm going to say it shouldn't. It won't even let me go into the menu. Okay, now let's try the. It's a little dirt on the pins of the micro SD card. Let's go in the back here. Calm down, everybody. Okay. And we're gonna. Can't really see anything, so you can see my beautiful face. There's a disc. That's what it says, though, yeah. Just because it's Japanese and we need to boot our American games through that. Okay. Okay, we're trying SP2. Why? Could not read disk. Okay, is it the disk being in there that's throwing it off? Why is my controller not working either? Okay, now my controller doesn't want to work either. I'm gonna get... Man, can we just have... When was the last time we had a whole week of things going right for streams? And I don't know if it's just the SD card or what. Okay. No. Okay, the battery works. That's good. It's because I'm here, isn't it? You're not the bad luck charm. I think it's gonna be the SD card, honestly. Okay, other test. No, I'm just gonna run and do another SD card real quick. What if it was because I didn't safely remove my SD card? Because I safely removed it this time. Okay, that still didn't do anything. What is going on? It worked. And then I was like, oh, let me take the picture. Okay. Hopefully that cleaned the, nope. Why? I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that I still have thermal paste on my fingers and maybe that's making the connections bad. I don't know. We might just end stream here. If something inconclusive. But I feel like I'm also just forgetting something. I don't know. If someone just now getting to GC, which games do you recommend? Super Mario Strikers is my favorite game, like, all time. But that's like, this is a sports game. Double Dash is really good. It's one of the better Mario Karts. The GameCube's just a really good party game in general. If you like Metroid, you might like the Prime series. I honestly didn't care too much for the Prime series. I know that's gonna be hurtful for some people, but Prime series is just okay in my book. No, it just won't turn on at all. I think it's trying to read it. I think the connection is just dirty somewhere, because why would it work once and then go black sometimes, and then sometimes, most of the times, it just boots in. If you like Zelda, pretty much everybody talks about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess like crazy. So I haven't played either of them, and I'm not super big into Zelda, but pretty good. But yeah, Mario Party and a lot of just party games are good on there. Wonder if I put what if I put one of those SD cards in every slot? it would have to eventually work on one of them, right? I don't know. I think for today, I'm done. It's been 2 hours, and it's gonna take a lot of time and effort to figure out what this is. I think it's just something dirty. I need to wash my hands and clean some ports up. I've got other stuff to do today. I'm gonna leave it up on the website for now because I'm gonna get it fixed no matter what. And it did boot into it once, and we booted into a game. So yeah, I am gonna leave it at that for now. Unfortunately, it was an interesting stream to say the least. Nearly burning the house down. At least let's. Yeah, that's where where the soldering iron landed. Right there. Is the. I think the bag is, yeah. The bag has resealed itself there. But, yeah. That's about it for this one. Friday, we'll have another GameCube related video that I'm going to go work on now. That'll be a fun one. I'm excited for that. And, yeah, I will see you guys for some GameCube Joy-Con review. Later, guys. Camera got in the way. That was embarrassing. Gosh. Man, way to end the stream.